Formers. So I got a couple things launching that I just wanted to talk a bit more about. I'm super excited about them too. So for those that have been following along, I started my podcasting journey rather, a couple of years ago, really overthinking the whole project. I ended up just like taking a bunch of courses, and it took me 3 years almost just to like get something out. And so the start of that was the Men of Purpose podcast. And at the time I collaborated with like a really great friend, Matt Frakes. What up to you? So we collaborated together, and we got into 2 seasons doing it together, and then I decided to go solo with the third. And so the one thing that I was finding is like I would talk to these people, and they had such tremendous heroes journeys, and a lot of them, being dietitians or in the health field, really knew how to dive into the habits. And so as I saw this evolution of myself going from not just like serving dads or just being a dietitian, but more into now a high performance mentor and dietitian, I was seeing that like I was talking with people that were really big high performers and were losing out on certain habits. They weren't navigating their nutrition. They weren't navigating their sleep hygiene, their mindfulness journey. They weren't navigating like really healthy forms of connection with themselves and their work. And so as I've seen this like evolution of who I've become just now as a high performance mentor, the one thing that I wanted to do was to expand on people's hero's journey. I don't know about you, but like I just got done watching Star Wars yesterday. I mean, that's like the one of the most like hero's journey driven series that I know to date. But when we look at like who we like are motivated by, and it's likely people that we really enjoy characteristics. What makes these like really great high performers tick? Like what are the habits, and what are the triumphs, and what are the things that they've had to overcome in order to be their most authentic selves today? And so that podcast, or the new rebranded podcast, if you will, just dropped today. So if you have not heard the episode, first off, go over, give the new pod a follow. So I Made It Pod, at I Made It Pod, that's the handle. Okay. The second thing is give it a listen, share it with friends, give it a rating if you feel called to it. I really want to make sure that not only are we taking a deep dive into people's habits, but really taking a look at self-doubt, imposter syndrome, moments where people wanted to end their lives, but they found meaning and purpose. And so it's a really great pod. I've already had 3 tremendous people on. One who is a professional sports athletic trainer and physical therapist and strength coach. The second one who is the performance dietitian for a really, really big program. The third being another dietitian who's in a really big program, but her story is another amazing one too. So we'll be promoting those this month. So if you're not following, go give it a follow. I'm super excited about this project because it allows